Hello, internet world, or whatever kind of world this is, I don't even know.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about Buffalouies. When did you start Buffalouies?
So Buffalouies was founded in 1987 by an IU student named Jay Leeser. He was from Buffalo, and he got here in '87, unlike today where everybody sells wings. Back then, wings and buffalo sauce was not really a thing. Jay's mom put together all the recipes, and they started in 1987 on 17th Street, which is at this point a little hole in the wall on 17th. But back then, 17th Street, if you know the lay of the land, 17th was the main regress into town. That eventually they gave up the 17th Street store because it was too much to handle. And then sadly his father passed away. But then through a whole series of random events, this guy, the luckiest man on the face of the earth, I wind up coming down here because my daughter was going to school here. I wind up dating the GM. We wind up getting married. We wind up buying out the owner. We bought the business in 2010. And that was hard to believe 13 years ago. And what's interesting, I just saw a face go by. We're celebrating something very significant. We're about to open up a store in Carmel, Indiana. And that's we're hoping to open that before the end of the year.
So tell us a little bit about your spot here.
Well, the building itself is one of the most famous buildings in Bloomington. It's called the Gables Building, and Gables is an architectural term. It refers to the gabled roof line. The building itself is one of the oldest buildings in the city. A big piece of history besides it just being, if you know anybody from the 1950s who went here, it was a diner back then. You can take a walk and I can show you pictures of what it looked like in the 50s and 40s. This was the definitive date spot back in the day. It was single level, it wasn't all mishmash like you see now. But anyway, the building is very old and historic. The big piece of history that happened here, Bloomington was considered part of the South back then, and so Bloomington was segregated. This building was the first building to be desegregated when George Taliaferro, who is in that picture right there, he's number 32 in the lower left. He was an African-American football player. Amazingly, he became a friend of mine before he passed away.
Tell us about some of the cool people you've seen in here and the big events that have happened here.
We've had, Joe Buck, a famous sportscaster. Mellencamp has been in here many times. I've had nice conversations with him. Other people come in here. So there's Oladipo, there's Cody Zeller, there's Jordan Hulls, Angelo Pizzo. This shot here, I'm gonna guess from the way they're dressed, late 40s, early 50s, poodle skirts kind of thing. I don't know exactly, but the point is, these two women are sitting in a booth. And you see these two block windows? Look right there. So where they were sitting, if you look at that beam right there, that beam, I believe, is that beam. This is the shot of our newest delivery vehicle. Yeah, it takes a little while to get delivery, but gosh golly, at least we're environmentally friendly.
Well, thanks again for all you do for our community. We're so
It's
blessed
easy
to
to do.
have you.
It's easy to do, really. It's all I do is be friendly and serve great food to great people alongside of great people. It ain't too difficult.
Yeah, and come see Ed at Buffalouies.
Thank you.